Yahushua, Hashem, Rakah, Wadash, double honors, possibilities, great millstone, rules, teach well. Peace and taste to all you occupant in the four corners of the earth, all you aqua listening and learning. Hey, keep listening, keep learning. Okay? Hey, I'm Yaqua from YSO, Yahushua Sanctified Ones, and to all you speckled words that look like the heathen, that live amongst the heathen, okay? To you I want to say shalom. But right quick, I was just I woke up, and well, I had some other scriptures on my mind when I woke up, and I'm gonna do a video on that when I get home because I want to go a little more in depth into it, right? Lord willing, I'll go into some scriptures that I dreamed about while I was sleeping. Okay, but right now, Jeremiah 51 and 33. Okay, thus saith the Lord. I'm kind of speaking it off the top of my head, so I'm driving. Evidently, you can see I'm driving to the plantation, the slave yard. So you can read it for yourself, but I'm just kind of speaking it, verbatim, the best I can. But thus saith the Lord, Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Okay, and this is Babylon, man, right? AKA America, right? It's time for this place to go down. It's time for the end of the existence of Esau Edom's power, man. They've been in this world for so long, and they've been in power for over 500 plus years. Hey, it's time for this devil to take a fall. Which this devil's already been taking a fall because it's been written by Yahweh Shema Shah. But when the Lord say that Babylon is likened unto a threshing floor, and when you go into that threshing floor, that's how you thresh wheat on the floor. Just chop it up, chop it off. Okay, and that brings me always, and that should really pretty much bring. I mean, it's a lot of scriptures you can go to, but for me, spiritually, the Lord puts in my head is Obadiah 18. Well, the whole book of Obadiah, right? Okay, really the whole book of Obadiah. So when you go through Obadiah, you start reading, and you see that that this devil's going to be cut off, right? And it's just you think about it, and you have to praise Yahweh Shema Shai, no matter how hard the things you got to go through, what you got to go through, no matter what no matter what your situation is in life, right? The scriptures also say like fret not, even your brothers are going through the same afflictions as you. We all go through afflictions. I might be chopping it up, so slack it. But we all go through different afflictions, right? But we're all afflicted in the way that the Lord wants us to be afflicted. Okay? Because why? Because we all have fallen short of the glory. We all have fallen short of the glory. Okay? We've all fallen. We all made that mistake. We all had iniquity and a sin, iniquity. Okay? Why? Because we're here in Babylon. Babylon has, and I'm gonna go into Jeremiah 50 later, but I want to hit a couple points in there. But as far as Jeremiah 51 go, hey, it's time for this devil to be threshed because of all the shit that is done unto the Lord's people. Okay? When you start thinking about, and you look at what you read the scriptures, and you look at what slavery did to our people, the trauma that it has caused, right, within our people. Just look at our people. Everywhere Jake go, they smoked out. You know, they're all, the majority of our people are constantly under some kind of substance. So why? They don't have to feel shit. Because they want to feel good. They want to feel better. That's why Babylon, it's got to be a threshing floor. It's got to be chopped off. You know? It's got to wither away. It's got to be done. It's got to be uprooted. You know, you got to, this system, right? This system, it's got to be plucked up by the very foundations that it was built on. Okay? You can't have wickedness reign for so long. That'll be an unjust weight. The Lord said an unjust weight is an abomination unto him. So if an unjust weight, so it's unjust for this devil to rule and to continue ruling. It's got to be balanced. The Lord is a balance. He got to balance it out by his words, by Yahweh Shema Shah words. So the balance is going to be that this devil got to go to, So when you go read in Obadiah, you understand, and then you go open your Bible Blue Letter and you look up Esau Edom. Ron can't remember it was Esau versus Edom, but you look and it tell you the future, and a part of that judgment is going to be Jeremiah 50 and 33. See? Okay? So once we get past Job 30 chapter, right? Jacob's trouble. During that time, the threshing is going to begin. And really, the threshing really already has begun, right? Well, you're in a lot of sifting with Jacob, at this time now. But also, Edom is being laid to rest. But the real threshing is going to come when the missiles come, man. When the Lord shoot off them missiles over here to Babylon. Because the war is still raging over there in Ukraine. Russia's still having a war with Ukraine. Right? Ukraine supposedly killed 89 to they said they killed a couple hundred Russians in that school. And right quick, just to go to another point, but I'll tie it all back in. But they said that they killed Ukraine. Well, okay, let's get something right. The Ukraine war is not a Ukraine war. Let's clear something up. That is a NATO war. Okay, that's an American war. America and NATO, right, is fighting Russia using Ukraine. They say a lot of Ukraine troops are dead. A lot of them has been decimated. NATO has started filling in on the front lines. America has started filling in on the front lines because their front lines is being decimated. All the weapons that Ukraine has, they only have them. They only have them because of NATO and America. If NATO and America had not gotten into the middle of that war, Ukraine would have been ran over when it started. They didn't have the strength. They wasn't strong enough to stand up against Russia. Okay? So this is not a Ukraine war, right? Esau play fucking semantics and play fucking lies. This is not a war versus Ukraine. Because really, Putin didn't want a war with Ukraine. Putin just wanted to bring them back home. Because at the end of the day, they're all Russians. That's just devil. The Lord said, take not up the landmarks. You're not supposed to take the landmarks up and change the name. This devil calls names after his own name, and he removed men's landmarks. He removed the landmarks that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has put down. Okay? That's just like Serbia and Kosovo, right? Uruguay. And they go and they split up these landmarks. See? So the Lord, that's why the Lord said, hey, you're not supposed to remove the landmarks, man. Because why? Because he set them up. But Esau want to be God. He want to set his nest above high. He want to be God. Right? He want to be a power. He want to control. What did Paul say? What does some do? Don't believe. Well, does it make the word of the Lord not true or of any effect? No, I say nay. Shit. Because let every word of the Lord be the truth, but every word of a man be a lie. Okay? So Esau's a fucking liar. Edom is full of lies and robbery. According to Nahum, woe to the bloody city. Alright? So this threshing floor for Esau, Edom is going to be a bloody city. But they'd have switched up the landmarks of the people. They'd have changed the names, changed their name. Even the Persians, Iran or Iran, however the hell you want to say it. Okay? But the actual Persians, man. The Persians and the Medes, see? They changed their names. They didn't want to be called that no more. But everybody got a biblical history and biblical name, according to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, which is in the Holy Scriptures. So, for all the wickedness that this devil has done, he got to pay all that shit back. Just like the debt, right? America's debt, you got the American debt clock. The debt in America is so fucking high, was hundreds of trillions, it's probably more than that. That's just all they want to, like I say, Esau's a fucking devil, right? He's not going to tell the truth. But the fucking debt is so high, it's the same debt that he has in this carnal world, right, with the other nations. It's the same debt that he has with Yahweh Shemi Shai. Esau Edom's debt reaches unto the sky, or beyond. He's so heavily indebted that the Lord can't help but see it. It's all in his face. He's outright in the Lord's face blaspheming. Hey, it's a show called, right quick, I know I'm kind of, jumping around, but it's a show that I watched called Dark Matters. Okay? This girl, Lyra, she's supposed to be Eve, the destroyer of the world, right? Which they know the truth is that Eve is sin. She sinned first. She's the reason why the earth is fucked up. But even though the Lord wanted it this way, but that's what she is. She's the mother of sin, right? That's what I believe they called her, that, the mother of sin. But the point is that they're fighting against heaven, and they're a bunch of Edomites, right? Fighting against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. In the end, the kingdom of heaven comes down, and they're fighting against the powers. But the actual power that's there, he was corrupt, and he took over from the real power, from the real creator. They call him the creator. But man think he can weaken the Lord. That's why they build all these CERNs, all these Air Force, Space Force, because they think they can weaken Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai when he come onto this earth. They, they watch their videos. They so proud. They watch these damn videos. Okay, they make these movies, and they believe and think, but it's the Lord that got them thinking that they. Because why? Because he want them to fight. Okay, because the Lord want to whoop his ass, and the Lord want to whoop his ass, and the Lord want to show it. Okay, the Lord want to show how bad he's gonna whoop Esau Edom's ass. Okay, he wanna let that devil know that he gonna thrush Jeremiah 50:33, right? Jeremiah 50:33, he gonna thrush Esau Edom. Okay? So, but if you ever watch the movie or watch it's a series, right? They deal with dark matter. They got angels all in it, so they know the Lord is real. They know the Lord is there, right? They tell you that because they talk about the kingdom of heaven coming down onto the earth. Okay, and now they fighting against the kingdom of heaven and all the angels. And you look in the sky when they start fighting, there's thousands upon thousands of angels, right? He coming with clouds, right? So man, Esau, you're in for it, bro. You're just in for it, and you know your end is coming. But they think that they can. In the show, they built this machine that can tear down the kingdom of heaven, and it reminds me of the CERN. So when he flipped this switch, it's a big ass tractor beam, or like a big ass a chariot beam that man was able to create. That when the kingdom of heaven, it was an actual kingdom when they showed it, right? Like his whole kingdom literally came down, which we know kingdom of heaven is a man, right? Hey, shalom to the comment board. Whoever just logged, I can't really catch your name, because I'm driving right now. But Slock is kind of hard to see. But shalom with Akim Akwaf. That means brother. Akim or Akwaf. Those who's in the know understand and know. If you're new, it means brother. And Akim means brother. Brothers. Ak means brother. Akwaf is sister. Okay, so shalom to you. Right? Peace be unto you. But yeah, so in the movie, in the series, the kingdom of heaven comes down, and they wicked ass Eve and her man, they get up in there and they bring the kingdom down, and their little demon, which is their little animals, they call them demons, right? They had these animals, little all different type of animals, and they call them demons. Well, that little demon flipped the switch, and they took the kingdom down, right? But we know that's not going to happen, because we know that this is the trick that the Lord got Esau Edom in, right? Esau Edom is in the trick bag, and we understand and know that. But the point being is they're in the trap, and they're on the threshing floor, man. And they're gonna be sifted in the seed, man. They just like Jake right now. Israel's being sifted heavy in different camps, different groups. We went through it. The Lord is separating men from men. Everybody say they of the elect, but it's only 144,000. It's only 12,000 from each tribe. So hey, we gonna see who's the prophets of the Lord. We gonna see who the true man of the Lord is. We gonna know who the elect is in the end. So, that's pretty much it. Babylon is a threshing floor. Obadiah, okay. Jeremiah 53. Jeremiah 50 and 33. I just wanted to go into that right quick because it was on my mind. This place is about to have a horrible, bitter end. The end to this place is going to be bitter, and it's going to be horrible. You can look, like I say, I was talking about the Ukraine war earlier, which is really the American war. Okay, it's America having a war with Russia because they're a bunch of pussies and they don't want to go because they know they understand and know prophecy. They don't want to trigger. They're trying to go to war with Russia without triggering Yahweh Shem Shai early. They're trying to do it so they don't push forth the prophecy of Ezekiel 38th chapter. They don't want to push that forth. They're scared to push forth because Israel really is going to end up being Israel, the Israelis. Not Israel, but the Israelis, okay? It's going to be them that end up pushing the shit forward because they dropping bombs over in Damascus. And they drop bombs on the Damascus airport, which was dealing with Iran. So they really going to push. See, Babylon going to try not to push it, but the Israelis is the ones going to make that shit pop. The fake Jews, the Karzais, Amalek. Alright? The thief. Right? He stole the identity of the real Israelites. That's why they call themselves Israelis. And they go by the house of their mothers. They say they're Israelites by their mothers. And it's not. It goes by your fathers. I did a video on that. And there's many videos about that. Okay? Not just me, but it's GMS. Hell, so many camps have done it. But you can find them. That video. All over. Saw many videos. But the point being is that with this American NATO war, because even Putin said it. Putin said we are no longer fighting Ukraine. He said we're fighting NATO, America. So they know who they're fighting. All the HIMARS missiles, all the tanks, all the shit, all the technology that's over there is all American or NATO. So why? And because they know Ukraine wasn't strong enough. And and that's another thing with the American news. They play that fake shit. They try to act like oh, Ukraine is doing so good. Ukraine ain't doing good. Shut up. America's doing good over there because America's a war machine. One thing this devil know how to do is go to war. That was pursuant to what is it? Genesis is 27. His strength was war. The sword. Okay? Esau is a man of the field. He liked to hunt. He's a deer hunter. He's a big game hunter. He's been doing it since his existence. And his offspring, his children, which is today's so-called white man, they're still the same way. They love to go to war. They're great at it. That was the power that the Lord gave them. The power of the weaponry. Cain goes back to a weapon, two-ball cane. So they're a weapon, man. That's what they're meant for. Is just to destroy and to be destructive. So in order for them to get put down, you go to Numbers 35 and 33. Numbers 35 and 33. Hey, the way to cleanse the land is by the blood of the man that shed the blood in that land. And there's only one way to cleanse the land of America. You're not gonna get peace in America by crying for peace. They didn't take America crying to get America. They didn't beg the Gadites, can you please give me your land? Seminoites. They didn't beg the so-called Mexicans. They didn't beg them, can we have your land? They didn't pray, and they didn't march. They didn't go and have protests, have rallies. Man, it came with the sword. He came with his weapon. Okay? He didn't beg for shit. He took what he wanted. He threshed. He threshed. Okay? Yeah. He threshed Judah. He took as he pleased. He didn't take this country nice. It's taken in blood, murder, rape, robbery. Back to Nahum. It's taken in blood. This country is built on blood. So by what it's built on, it has to die on it. Pursuant to Numbers 35 and 33. It's got to die on the same thing. The way that it was brought in is the same way it's got to go out. It can't be no other way. It doesn't matter. All the crying, the bitching, the moaning, the anger. The Lord don't give a fuck. He has no perspective of persons. What you have done, it shall be done unto you. Your reward will come upon your own head. So what you have put out on this world, that's Ezekiel, I believe 35. So like if I'm wrong, 25 or 35. But what you have put out is what you get back. Okay? So you are Babylon, a.k.a. America. You are the Lord's threshing floor. All right? This is the big altar, man. You are the big sacrifice. James Brown had this song called The Big Payback. The Big Payback. Ah, yeah. Okay? When Yahweh Shai cracked them clouds and they start shooting off the missiles, that's the big payback, okay? You got to be paid back for the wickedness that you've done. Revenge is coming back to you. Okay? You're not going to get away with this shit that you've done and that you're continuing to do now. The bloodshed that's on this so-called white man's hand is lethal. Okay? And it's vast. And it ranges. It is a vast amount of blood upon this country. That's why there's so much turmoil in this country. That's why so much rape, robbery, and murder in this country, because that's the way this country was built. If this country was built off of righteousness, this will be a righteous country. This country will be super righteous. But this country was built off of murder, rape, robbery, and bloodshed. So by that, it's gonna fall. So hey, all right, hey, I'm Jay Quavo. I'm almost at the plantation, and with that, hey, keep pushing, keep striving. We're almost out of here. Jeremiah 50 and 33, man. That's just been my scripture in my mind, heavy in my mind. It's just heavy in my mind because that's coming. It's coming. Jacob's trouble. Job 30 and 6. It's coming. This shit is you can't do what this devil has done and think that ain't no recompense coming back for you, man. That's the ethics of the streets. Even Jake know that in the street. Okay? Jake know that in the street. If you kill another man, you better be looking for somebody to come kill you. And we know that on a small level. We understand that coming in the hood. That if you shoot up somebody's shit, they family or whoever go come shoot your shit up. Okay? Gang banging one-on-one. You drive by on me, I'm going to drive by on you. So Esau Edom shit has just been building all this time. Okay? So, all right, once I'm going to close out, I'll try to close out before, but it's, hey, it's the spirit. when the spirit leads you, you got to let the spirit lead you. All right. So hey, so with that said, I want to say call Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakat Kwadash, double honor sponsor, Elders Great Male Son, Rule Teach Well. I'm Yaquab from YSO, Yahweh Shai Sanctified Ones. And with that, I want to say Shalom and Abad Babal. Ruth Evans, Shalom. And Thawada for coming on to the lesson. Shalom. Hey, may the Lord protect you and your family. Shalom.